Keeping cherry shrimp is not hard and can be done by anyone in just about any part of the world. I wholeheartedly believe this, but I also believe that it can be very difficult for beginners to feel confident when setting up their first few shrimp tanks. Why is this, and are cherry shrimp actually hardy? The difficulty of shrimp keeping comes from a few sources, but I believe many new shrimp keepers suffer from paralysis by analysis. Simply, they intake too much information at once and find themselves going down the rabbit hole on intricate details like water hardness or the buffering capacity of KH. This is where I believe new shrimp keepers get overwhelmed. These aspects of the hobby are certainly important, but I believe that the vast majority of people live in areas where the tap water is more than sufficient to raise a healthy colony of shrimp. Please keep in mind that these conditions likely aren't perfect, but that is not the point. The main goal of this hobby, in my opinion, is to ensure consistent and stable water parameters. Many new shrimp keepers Google things like perfect cherry shrimp parameters and then do their best to match those. Unfortunately, some of them attempt to manipulate an existing tank's water parameters to better match this. So, for the sake of this short video, cherry shrimp can survive in an absurdly wide range of parameters given that they are left alone. Once they become comfortable and adjusted to a tank, they tend to thrive when left to their own devices. If you scroll on various shrimp keeping forums, you'll find yourself inundated with posts about shrimp death. You'll see posts containing hundreds of shrimp dying in a tank at once, people losing a few dozen shrimp, and also countless blurry photos of individual shrimp with the caption, "Why did the shrimp die?" Now, naturally these posts can be very disheartening. If you exclusively use forums for your shrimp information, it can lead you to believe that shrimp are extremely fragile and a constant source of stress and issues. This is not the case though. These forums are filters for negative posts. When someone's tank is doing great and their shrimp are happy, they wouldn't think to post it on a forum. When their tank is suffering and things have gone south, naturally they post it online for advice. It's important to know that online forums self-select for negativity and aquarium emergencies. As mentioned before, shrimp crave stability. When you introduce the first generation of shrimp into your tank, there's no certainty that every single one of them will survive, even if the parameters are perfect and you drip acclimate them over the course of a full day. Why? Well, like we said before, perfect parameters are not what matters. If they came from a tank with much different parameters than you have, they may not be able to survive the transition. In my experience, the first generation you introduce will always be the most difficult. When that generation eventually has babies though, you can expect them to be very hardy and to do extremely well. After all, they were born in your water and have been adjusted to it from the second they were conceived. Shrimp born in your local water are extremely hardy in my experience too, so I highly recommend that you buy from a local breeder if possible. It'll probably save you a lot of headaches as their water is much more likely to be similar to yours than somebody across the country. So what's the takeaway? I believe that cherry shrimp are extremely hardy, especially the generations that are born in your tanks. If you embrace the fact that shrimp like to be left alone for the most part, you will see more success than if you were to constantly fiddle with it and be worried about the parameters in the tank. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please press like if you liked it and subscribe to see more in the future. Thanks again and happy shrimp keeping.